What if a single song could change a life forever? What if a boy who had nothing but a tired pair of slippers and a borrowed guitar could make the world's toughest judge fall silent, and then cry?
Please subscribe to our
Under
channel.
the bright lights of the stage, where dreams either rise or disappear, stood a small boy from the Philippines. His hands trembled, but his eyes did not. His name was Miguel Santos. 14 years old. Thin, quiet, and carrying more responsibility than most grown men. Beside the stage, waiting in the shadows, was his mother, Elena Santos. A laundry worker. Soft-spoken, strong, and endlessly patient with life's hardships. Watching from the judge's table was Simon Cowell. Famous for his sharp words. Known for rarely showing emotion. The audience did not know Miguel's story yet. They only saw a shy Filipino boy holding a guitar that looked older than he was. They did not see the flooded streets he walked through every morning. They did not see the nights he practiced quietly while his younger sister slept beside him on a thin mattress. They did not know that this moment was not about fame. It was about survival. Miguel had chosen a song that many believed was untouchable. Hotel California. A classic. A legend. A song that demands courage. Whispers moved through the crowd. Some doubted him. Some smiled politely. How could a poor boy from a small fishing village dare to sing a song known across the world? But Miguel was not thinking about the world. He was thinking about his mother's tired hands. He was thinking about the nights without electricity. He was thinking about hope. The lights dimmed. The stage grew quiet. And in that silence, a question hung in the air. Could one voice, fragile yet fearless, break through doubt, poverty, and fear? Could a song open a door that life had kept shut for so long? No one knew that in just a few minutes, something unexpected would happen. Not just applause. Not just praise. But tears. Miguel Santos grew up in a small fishing village near Cebu in the Philippines. The sea was the first sound he heard every morning. Waves touching the shore like a quiet reminder that life never stops moving. Their house was small. Tin roof. Wooden walls that shook when storms arrived. Miguel shared one thin mattress with his younger sister, Ana. At night, he would wait until she fell asleep before quietly reaching for his old guitar. The guitar had scratches. 2 strings had been replaced with cheaper ones. But to Miguel, it was treasure. He found it years ago in a neighbor's storage room. Broken. Forgotten. He fixed it slowly, watching free videos when the village internet worked. He practiced until his fingers hurt. He practiced until the pain felt normal. Miguel was not loud. He did not talk much at school. Other boys played basketball on dusty courts, but he often sat alone, writing song lyrics in the back of his notebook. Some classmates laughed at his worn-out shoes. Some told him singing would never feed his family. He smiled anyway. A small, quiet smile. Inside, though, he carried fear. Fear of failing. Fear of disappointing his mother, Elena. Elena worked long hours washing clothes for wealthier families in town. Her hands were rough from soap and water. Still, she always told Miguel to keep singing. Miguel had a simple habit every evening. Before sleeping, he would sit outside their house and look at the sky. He would imagine a different life. A bigger stage. A brighter future. But imagination did not pay bills. And dreams felt dangerous for someone who had so little. Now, standing backstage, waiting for his name to be called, Miguel felt 2 emotions fighting inside him. Hope. And doubt. His heart beat fast. His palms were cold. This stage was bigger than anything he had ever seen. And for the first time, Miguel wondered if his quiet village voice was strong enough for the world to hear. Miguel's love for music was never the real problem. Poverty was. 2 years ago, everything changed. His father, Roberto, a fisherman, was injured during a violent storm at sea. The boat returned. But Roberto did not return the same. He could no longer work long hours on the water. The sea that once fed their family had taken away their stability. Bills began to pile up. Rice became smaller in portion. Electricity was sometimes gone for days. Miguel watched his mother, Elena, grow thinner from exhaustion. She worked longer hours. She came home later each night. And Miguel began to feel something heavy inside his chest. Guilt. He was the eldest. He believed he should help more. But what could a 14-year-old boy really do? He tried selling small snacks outside school. He helped neighbors carry fishing nets. Still, it was never enough. One evening, he overheard his parents whispering. They were thinking about pulling him out of school to work full-time. That night, Miguel did not sleep. He sat outside, holding his guitar tightly. For the first time, music did not feel like joy. It felt selfish. Was singing just a childish dream? Was he wasting time chasing something uncertain while his family struggled? He thought about giving it up. He even placed the guitar back in the corner, telling himself it was over. But every time he tried to walk away, he felt empty. As if he were losing a part of himself. Loneliness grew inside him. At school, he stayed quiet. At home, he pretended to be strong. He did not want his mother to see his fear. Then one day, a local talent scout visited their town, announcing auditions for a famous international show. A small opportunity. A distant possibility. Miguel felt his heart race. But with that excitement came another fear. What if he tried, and failed in front of the world? What if this was his only chance to save his family, and he wasn't good enough? The audition day arrived faster than Miguel expected. The stage felt cold beneath his worn shoes. The lights were brighter than the sun over his village sea. For a moment, everything inside him froze. Across the room sat the judges. Among them was Simon Cowell, known for his sharp honesty and quiet, unreadable stare. Miguel swallowed his fear. He adjusted the old guitar strap on his shoulder. This was the same guitar he almost gave up on. The same guitar that had heard his tears in the dark. The first notes of Hotel California filled the air. Soft. Careful. Almost fragile. The audience leaned forward, unsure. Then something shifted. Miguel closed his eyes. And instead of seeing the stage, he saw his mother washing clothes under the hot sun. He saw his father staring at the sea he could no longer sail. He saw his sister sleeping peacefully, unaware of the struggles around her. His voice changed. It grew stronger. Not louder, but deeper. Each word carried weight. Each note carried memory. The room grew silent. Completely silent. Even the whispers stopped. The song was no longer just a performance. It was a story. His story. Halfway through, something unexpected happened. A slight mistake. A string buzzed. For 1 second, panic flashed in his eyes. The old fear returned. But instead of stopping, Miguel kept going. He sang with even more heart. Imperfection and all. And in that raw, unfiltered moment, something broke inside the room. Not the guitar. Not the performance. But the distance between a poor boy and the world watching him. When the final note faded, Miguel slowly opened his eyes. He did not see doubt. He did not see boredom. He saw something he never expected. Emotion. And at the judges' table, even Simon Cowell was no longer expressionless.